it's Greg at USP Motorsports. Today we're going to install the SPULEN dog bone mount insert on a Mark 6 Golf. Before we get started today, I just want to talk about the SPULEN mount. It is by far the best insert out on the market. The reason is it gives you the performance of a complete replacement mount, such as a complete solid rubber mount or a complete solid polyurethane mount like some of the other companies offer out there. But it's at a fraction of the price and it has an easier installation. Now I just want to compare the SPULEN dog bone mount insert to a traditional insert just so you can see the difference. Now at first glance you can just tell in my right hand I have the SPULEN engine mount, and in my left hand I have a lot of the other polyurethane mounts the competition offers. If you just look at them at first glance, you can pretty much tell the SPULEN is a better built and sturdier product. In addition to that, you'll see in the front of the mount between the two fingers here, the SPULEN mount is going to mimic the factory profile of the mount perfectly. And if you look at them from the top as well, you'll notice the SPULEN one is beefier in the corners because it mimics the factory mount profile 100%, whereas the competition leaves a void in the factory mount in these locations. Yes, you will have a little bit more vibration with the SPULEN mount compared to all the other polyurethane mounts on the market. But if you're serious about performance in your car and you want smooth shifts and less wheel hop, the SPULEN mount is the way to go. The tools needed to complete the installation are a 21mm socket, a 22mm socket, a ratchet, and a torque wrench. In order to get the mount into place easier, you're going to want to use silicone spray or all-purpose grease. Using our 21mm socket, we'll go ahead and break the factory bolt loose, and we'll back it out a couple threads. From here you can lubricate the factory mount in the cavity along here and in the front. You either want to use a very light coat of all-purpose grease or a very light coat of silicone spray. So we're going to give it a very light coat of silicone spray, just like that. And then we'll take our mount and we'll give our mount a very light coat of silicone spray. If you're using all-purpose grease, it'll be more of a paste. So you just want to get a light coat on it. You don't want to use too much, otherwise the mount might slip out when you're trying to install it. Now, since we're installing the mount today on a lift, we're going to go ahead and use a screw type jack. If you're doing it on the floor, you can use a floor jack to press the mount in. So first thing we're going to do is our bolt is still in there, a couple threads loose. We're going to go ahead and line the mount profile up with the factory mount. Once we do that, we'll line the two fingers up in the front of the mount. We'll press it in a little bit. We'll position a block of wood right here, and we'll go up with our screw jack. You're going to go up as much as you can, and then you go ahead and back the screw jack out. From there, we'll remove the rest of the bolt. And we'll install our new bolt, which is going to be a 22mm. Take your bolt, you're going to put the big washer on first, small washer on second. And we'll go ahead and snug this up. Once we get it snugged up, we'll take our torque wrench and we'll torque the bolt to 75 foot-pounds. Now the new bolt that's included isn't a stretch bolt, it's a regular grade 8.8 bolt, so we'll be able to reuse it.